HolyWireMod here with tutorial 23 in the Lewis series, where we're going to be taking a look at setting up data tables as well as network vars, which we're going to be continuing from making our custom entity from single player using Sandbox, because we can't access Sandbox in my Gmod, so we have to do it this way to show you how to do this. So I recommend checking that tutorial out if you're not familiar with this. So anyway, let us then go to shared, and we're going to need to make this editable. So as such, we'll say editable, and we'll set that equal to a value of true. So now we can edit this as such with data tables. So we're going to have an init.lua, we'll have function, and this is where we're going to be setting up the data table. So we're going to have setup data tables. Remember to end your functions, and then we're going to have NetworkVar, and this is where you're going to put all your network vars. Now the first argument is going to be the type of the var. Next argument is going to be a slot. You have 32 slots by default if you're dealing with float, int, and bool and all that. However, you'll only have 4 of these slots if you're dealing with strings as your type. So the next one's going to be the identifier, and I'll get into that. I'll give you an example of that in just a second. So for now, just bear with me. And let's have 2 more. We're going to have the second one in slot, number 1 and number 2. We're here going to put int health, and let's put this one as int color, and we're going to put this as a vector. I know you put the type color to match color and not vector, but you'll see in a second. Alright, so let's then go to our initialize and actually define these variables that we just set up. So what we're going to do is say set alive time, and let's set the alive time to 5. Then we are also going to be setting, and you notice the identifier here is alive time, that's why I set it here. So if I want to define int health, I just put int health in front of set. Likewise for color, we'd put there, and we put the corresponding values here. So 200 was the value we had here for set health, and then we have a color which I'm just going to define as red just to keep things simple. So we'll say vector, and remember it's red, green, blue, so we'll put 255.00, and that will give us a red entity. Alright, so now since we set these, we need to get these information somehow. So the way we get this is we say self, and then we say get, and the same name or identifier that you put right there, and then parentheses, and that's going to get it. So let's also do that for the health and the color. So we'll say this, and then we'll say int health. And likewise for color, we'll say, or we'll bring this so it's not color right there, we'll say int color. And since this is a vector, we actually have something called toColor, which will convert it from vector to color form. Alright, so let's save that and go in game and see how it goes. Okay, so we have one error which happened on line number 55. Just forgot these parentheses right here. No big deal, right? Actually, yes, big deal, because it won't work. So anyway, going in, let us spawn the barrel. As you can see, it's up for 5 seconds, and it's the color red, which we want. So let's change these values. Let's say we want a value of 1, and instead of here, we'll put 125, 125, and change the color up. And there you go. So as you can see, we have the network variables working, and the data tables are all set up. If you have any questions, feel free to leave some in the comments below. As always, if you like the content, feel free to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.